The assassinations of two top PLO officials in Tunisia today brought rage in the Israeli-occupied territories. Israeli police killed 3 Palestinians today. NBC's Martin Fletcher has more tonight.
This was Yasser Arafat's deputy, known as Abu Iyad, the mastermind of the 1972 Munich Olympics massacre of 11 Israeli athletes. Tunisian police say they caught the killer, but don't know who ordered the killing. Palestinians in the occupied territories are convinced they know that Israel killed Abu Iyad, like they killed Yasser Arafat's previous deputy 2 years ago. The Palestinian spokesman admit it's just a gut feeling.
They stand to gain from this murder because of the chaos, confusion that it creates.
Palestinians buried those killed today in demonstrations of rage, while Israeli spokesman denied any responsibility for killing Abu Iyad, pointing the finger at Palestinians. The killer was a former fighter for Abu Nidal, the Palestinian terrorist who swore to kill Abu Iyad. How he was hired as a bodyguard for Abu Iyad is a mystery.
The PLO has a sordid tradition of butchering each other, resolving, as they call, policy disputes with hatchets, bombs, and guns trained at each other.
Nobody is saying who ordered the assassination of the 2 PLO leaders, but because the PLO promised to help Saddam Hussein carry out acts of terror against the West, one thing is sure, that the wave of terrorism Iraq promised, if attacked, will be less effective. Martin Fletcher, NBC News, Tel Aviv.
Still, with such uncertainty about terrorism, security has become the watchword all over this country, on the ground and in the air. More now from NBC's Robert Hager.
Airports today tuned metal detectors to more sensitive settings and used secret profiles to pick out more passengers than ever for in-depth searches, not only of carry-on items, but also baggage being checked. One airline, Pan Am, today began refusing to accept baggage at curbside, even on domestic flights. Others will do the same shortly. Many airports drafted local policemen to beef up patrols of airport hallways. In Miami, guards began using dogs regularly for the first time. At Washington's National Airport, a foreign student was suddenly surrounded by 4 security guards after he innocently left a bag unattended in a lounge area for a few minutes. At Dulles Airport, a truck was positioned to quickly tow any car left unattended at curbside. In Los Angeles, luggage was being x-rayed before passengers reached the check-in counter.
We're taking a much closer look at the luggage that we are screening, and we're screening everything that comes in, including hand-carried items, just to make sure.
NBC News has learned the Federal Aviation Administration's current plan calls for stepping up security in 4 stages. Stage 1 went into effect days ago, Stage 2 over the weekend. Today, that was advanced to Stage 2A. Stage 4 would bring the toughest security ever.
And tonight, the Justice Department said it will stop and screen many more foreign passengers as they arrive at U.S. airports. Not just Iraqis and Kuwaitis, but now many others as well. Robert Hager, NBC News, Washington.
I'll be back in a moment with 2 senators on either side of the decision to go to war.